97 movie review. So now we are recording video discussion 2. For video discussion 2, we have chosen romance movie that is Titanic. After watching Titanic movie last night together, and after having such a sad, heartbreaking, and also what else? Sweet moment. I think every one of us have their own opinion, have their own point of view, and have something to summarize, to speculate about this movie. So, by the way, my name is Faris.
I'm Ahmad.
I am once again.
It's Anis. My name is Ima. My name is Umi.
My name is Nova.
We are from Group 97.
Okay, let's start with the cast first. Anyone?
No. Maybe we should start with synopsis. I think.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The story Titanic is told by an old woman by the name of Rose. Lewis Carter, starting her recollection of when a young sailor sailed on the Titanic and what event occurred during her stay. Her story was one tragic love story where she survived to share her story at the Titanic, and then she met a man by the name of Jack Harrison, who was a poor man, and they loved each other, falling in love at the first time. Yes, at the first time on the ship.
But Ross,
Titanic.
I think have already a relationship with.
There is now.
But she already engagement with that man. What's his name?
But he is forced by his mother
Yes.
because
They almost bankrupt.
they got
Rose,
money.
Rose not love that man. But she need to marry that man because that man is rich. The family Rose almost bankrupt, so to cover. And then one night, Titanic hit the big iceberg.
Oh.
Why? That can be happen.
Like, I think they say that Titanic won't be drowned, right? Like the ship that will never.
Like the golden ship.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, yeah.
They hit iceberg, and then
So mostly Titanic is about a romance movie between Rose and Jack, and then besides that, the movie is about the ship sinking and also how people save themselves.
as you know, many people died at the night when the Titanic sank. Yes.
Hypothermia.
No. What?
Hypothermia because they long time in the cold.
Oh, okay.
Many
Sorry.
people died. Baby. Sad story.
What's next?
Just
Synopsis of the
yes.
So next we're going to the cast.
So we already know about the synopsis, just a brief, simple synopsis. So I will talk about the cast. Okay. There's three main characters inside this movie, which is Rose Carter, played by Kate Winslet, Jack Dawson, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, my favorite actor, and the protagonist is Sheldon Cooper, played by Billy Zane. So
character development was perfect for the story because Jack Dawson is a poor guy. One day, he ended up playing a game with his best friend named called Fabrizio. They end up playing a game. So and then they win the game, so they get a ticket to ride the Titanic ship. And then, but he and his best friend won the ticket just for the third class. So they end up rode the ship, and then one day Rose she's having a slight depression because of her fiance, and then that moment she met Jack. They end up chit chat, talking, maybe get to know each other.
She almost commits suicide, right?
Yeah, she almost commits suicide, but Jack was there trying to comfort her. Yeah.
Comfort and to encourage.
Yeah. Okay. And for me, even though they have a difference of status, because Rose is a rich woman, and then Jack, yeah, Rose is a rich woman, and then many people always look down at Jack because he has nothing, he has no money, yeah, but he's a good artist. And for me, I think their relationship is not just about love, it's about more to complete each other, no matter what status you are. Yeah. Okay, that's it for the class.
From the movie Titanic, from the movie which is Titanic, actually we have gathered a few moral values and also lessons, which are very interesting. So if you guys want to know the lessons, stay tuned to until the end of the video. Okay.
Hi, okay. I think the director is James Cameron, which is the popular director. Another movie that he created is such as Avatar and the Terminator. So I think this is no doubt about this movie, and this movie I think is a caliber movie, and I will call it a masterpiece of film industry because the editing, the props, specifically about the Rose in the classic mode, which is like the hair, the dress. So this is I think it's a very masterpiece, which is very detailed in their clothes, their hair, their props such as the jewel. Then also it is supported by the music background, which is from Celine Dion, which is also a legendary singer. So I think everyone loves to hear what we call my heart will go on. So it is the soundtrack, which is I think it is the best soundtrack about My Heart Will Go On. So about the ship, I think it's not that good, but it's not that good at this time. Like at that time, 1997, there is a very very good editing, which is in 3D mode, I think.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so considering the years it makes, so I think the issue about the ship is not it's quite, I think doesn't really relevant. Yes, so but about the others, everything is quite good. I don't see any lack. So far I saw this film. I didn't catch where.
Smooth.
Yeah. The movie is very small. The editing is very small. Just the scene where Rose and Jack is about to sing is they met at pond, I think. Pond. This is pond. No, swimming pool. Sorry, pond is like swimming pool, but they look like in real ocean. So I think it was a good edit about this film.
Okay. This is just an additional information. I heard that the production cost for the Titanic movie has reached up to $200 million. Yeah, that is a very huge amount. Yeah. Okay, so let's we proceed to lessons and moral value that we gain from the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe Ahmad, you could share one that what lesson have you got from the movie?
Yeah.
Have you gotten from the movie?
For me, there are many lessons you can get, but I will say about one lesson is make each day by count, because we don't know what you are going to get there. Some might argue that Jack Dawson winning poker and was not that lucky at all, since, well, we all know how the movie ends. The movie ends with a very tragic ending. And however, had Jack not won the game, he would not have met Rose. As Jack saying, when you got nothing to lose. So take risk, live this moment like it's your last. And the end of the movie, there was a very sad ending, sad moment when Jack sacrificed himself for Rose. That's all for me, I think. And
That's a very good lesson from Ahmad. So maybe anyone can share any lesson?
From this movie, I get that humanity does exist.
What's
Humanity does exist. When the ship start to sink, that scene, the captain prioritized a woman and kid first to save them from the sea, from the sink part. So like how they together bring down the boat to save the woman and kid first. That one is you need to take that and apply in our life. Second is sacrifice. Like the violin guy, like then he know he will die, but he still play the violin for the sake of to calm everyone down, to comfort everyone. Even though he already accept his fate that he will die. Okay, so on this example, from this scene, we need to learn that even how difficult things get, we need to stay calm, we need to stay yeah. Thank you.
So what do you think? Okay, I want to add some more about the moral of sacrifice. When we flashback the scenes in the Titanic, scene when Rose get back in the ship to want to meet Jack.
even Rose have in the boat, but she wants to have Jack together. So she sacrificed that herself because she trusts Jack. And in the Titanic have part a scene about Jack save Rose when ship was sink, and then Jack bring Rose on the deck from Rose freeze, and then from that situations I can see that Jack sacrificed himself to save Rose, and another I get some more value about trust. Only Rose know the truth about the equations that has been made to Jack. We can see the importance of trust in relationships.
Right. So before we jump to the conclusion, I just want to mention about actually how tragic this movie is. If you see when the ship is sinking, when the ship is hit by the iceberg, how the water come into the ship and and destroy all the stuff, and how the Titanic. When the ship sink and how people are running to save their life, how the baby died I think this movie is so tragic. And besides romance, I think it's a very sad movie. So let's jump to the let's go to the conclusion that will be told by Nova.
Okay, my final comment in conclusion, I think from this movie, this movie was presented in the non-yearly form, since it was going from the older Rose telling her story as she remembered the younger Rose, because the story jumps back and forth in time. So non-linearly means that event move from the present to the future, to the past, and so on, with no regard for chronological order. So I believe this is aesthetic choice was great for this movie, because the Titanic sank in the early 90s and was told like a memory from an old lady that was a part of this tragic accident. So and also the character development was perfect for this story, because we have one poor man and a rich woman with a rich fiance surrounded by rich people, and all come from a different background. And Jack also would be the perfect protagonist, which the audience like him, and it is the main character. And the villain also, known as the antagonist, would be a Caledon. In a story, you always need a good protagonist, and someone that the audience couldn't care less about in order to get an impact on the story and make it interesting. So in this film, Titanic would have follow a different presentation style. It wouldn't have made a great story. It wouldn't have made a great story, in my opinion, because it was great to see. It was great to see the story told by a person that experienced the being on the ship, living this tragedy. So also going back and forth in time to tell us the story that she had been through in her life. So overall, the Titanic was a perfect choice for us. And I think that's all from us today. So, from us today. Bye. Bye.